All right, this is a very common obstacle when we're building apps that involve scrolling. So we are doing this, doing some first grade math here, and we've got a list of questions that's 10 questions, and you can see we have this scrolling index question number, and the index starts at 0, and we go to 8. So we've answered 9 questions right now. So this is actually the 10th question. So what is 3 plus 3? And we hit 6, and we hit next. And then we get this error because we're at the end of the list, and our next button down here doesn't know how to handle it, right? So it just tried to go to the next question, but there is no next question. So we get this type error, question number is undefined. And they're correct, right? They're trying to set question number 10 or question index 10, but there is no question index 10. So we get this error right here where it tries to set the next question. So let's deal with that. So simply all we need to do is check to see if we're at the end of the questions. So in here we have this next button. We're in the add subtract list, and we hit the next button. It's supposed to give us the next question. So it does. It increments the index. The question number index equals question number plus 1. So that's all good. But so now we're at index 10. But if we have a list of 10 questions, there is no index 10. Remember, it starts with 0 and goes through 9. That adds up to 10 questions. So we can do this check before we try to display a question that's not there. We just say if question number double equals questions dot length. So questions is our list of questions, and we just check the length of that, which is 10. So if we're on index 10 of a 10 item list, then there is no index 10 in that list. There's only 0 through 9. So then we would want to, instead of showing the next question, we would want to set the screen to the game over screen, which we added. And that would handle it. Now we also have to stick this in the else condition, because if we just leave it as an if, it's going to go to the game over screen, but it's still going to try to do this and get an error. But so we want to say only do this if that statement is not true. So if we're at the last question, go to set screen, and we'll fix our typo here, set screen to the game over screen. If we're not at the last question, show the question. And we'll indent that nicely to show that it's inside the else condition, and I think we're all set. So let's run it, and we are going to select first grade math again, and let's race through these first grade addition and subtraction problems. 4, 9, 12, 11. Do it with me in your head. First grade math practice. You can't get too much of it. 14, 10, we're crushing it. 8, 5. Okay, now we're at the last one. We hit 6, and boom, we go to our game over screen. So we'd also, of course, want a back button or a replay button. You don't want to just stick us here with no place to go. What if we love the app and we want to play it again? Give us a chance to play it again here. Maybe show a score, maybe show some kind of icon. If you want to get crazy, show an animation. But that's how you do it. Basically, in your next button, you just have to ask the question, are we at the end of the list? If we are, go to the game over. If we're not, show the question. All right, thanks for watching.